I was struggling with depression as early as 7 years old.
Do you ever worry about slipping back?
Every day I have to remind myself that I have an addiction and that I have suffered in the past from an eating disorder.
Today, let's talk about the extremely talented Demi Lovato. Now, we have a really interesting story here because over the years, she has risen to superstar status.
Of course, she has an amazing voice, easy on the eyes, and she wants to help motivate and inspire.
But what we like about her most is that she isn't letting the fame get to her head, and she is really trying to keep true to herself.
You're a beacon of hope for all of your Lovatics out there. You post all these things on social media, on your Instagram account. Why is that important to you to inspire people?
You know, I feel like every public figure has been put on in the public because they're meant for more than just, for me, more than just singing. It's a responsibility for me to really hold myself, which holds myself accountable, but also to be that inspiration for young girls because, and women that are my age.
I look up to you and I'm much older than you.
She understands that she is more than just a singer, and she holds herself accountable with the responsibility to give the correct and healthy message to her following.
And she feels that people with fame aren't using their voices for any good when she has helped thousands of people with her honesty.
But I have a little sister, and I wouldn't want her looking at other people that necessarily, don't use their voices for good.
She is never afraid to speak up about her eating disorder, her cutting, or her drug addiction, as well as she started a vocal speak up campaign, as well as many other organizations to help people in a similar situation.
Wow, this is amazing to see, and we feel this is one of the biggest problems on earth, the lack of communication and people being afraid to speak their voice and their honesty.
From when I was bullied until now, I've suffered an eating disorder from the things that were said to me.
You know, they called me horrible things. It played more of a toll on me than if I was physically abused in school.
Suicidal thoughts and anorexia and bulimia, cutting. Why couldn't I have been born normal?
In the past, I suffered from eating disorders, and I basically went from hating every single inch of my body.
How to overcome those feelings without drugs and alcohol now, which is awesome. I just sat through it and I felt for the first time. And I think that's so much more empowering is when you are able to feel something rather than having a drink and forgetting about it.
We believe everybody looks and feels their best when you are healthy, and all the studies and research have proven that a vegan lifestyle is optimal for human health.
Demi even agrees with us. She's been vegan for periods of time, and she said it made her feel great and helped her out a lot.
Tell me about this raw diet you've been doing.
I try to eat raw food like whenever possible. I don't eat it all the time just because I'm the type of person that if I do something, if I go all one way, I get burnt out. And so what I'm doing is I'm gluten free and dairy free because I'm allergic to them. So yeah, I just eat vegan and raw as much as possible. And it's really changed my body, and it's made me it made me feel better, and my stomach doesn't hurt anymore.
We are making this video to help Demi and everybody out there who wants to go vegan to have a good transition, because this is when you're going to be feeling your best, we promise.
We've been vegan over 3 years, feeling great, and there are a few key reasons why we have been thriving on this lifestyle, and there is a couple main reasons why people are failing on this lifestyle.
You did have some pizza recently.
And the biggest mistake has to be that we've been taught that meat and dairy is essential for building strong bones and muscle,
when the meat is actually full of saturated fat, high in cholesterol, promotes heart disease and cancer.
And all that dairy and milk, pus, mucus, and full of fat. And not only that, it is very unhealthy, and our bodies don't know how to digest it properly. And many people, including Demi, can't sustainably stay vegan.
We see with a lot of her meals, a lot of green smoothies, and a lot of salads, which are great, high in nutrients, but there's one problem here. There's not a lot of carbs, which means there's not a lot of energy, and you're actually starving yourself.
I had a moment when I really just wanted to say, fuck my meal plan, I'm gonna eat some chocolate. And I thought to myself, okay, well, what is that gonna do for my mind? I was saying, the old me would have eaten food to get that emotional high, even though I knew it would make me feel bad, and yesterday I stopped myself.
Carbohydrates are actually the preferred energy source of the body. And when you get your carbs from fruit, veggies, rice, potatoes, and grains, you can actually eat as much as you want and stay lean.
I hear what you guys are saying. Light twins, that's impossible. I can't eat all I want. I'm gonna gain a bunch of weight. And that's true if you're eating animal products that are high in fat. But when you eat whole vegan foods that they're high in carbs and low in fats, you can get all the energy you want without putting on any excess weight.
But I also hit other rock bottoms after that, and that was because I didn't keep my treatment ongoing.
When you're eating the milk, the cheese, the beef, the chicken, the bacon, you're eating high sources of fat and low amounts of carbs.
And what do we notice when people eat high amounts of animal products? They tend to gain weight. So what do you have to do if you don't want to gain weight? You got it. Calorie restrict and portion size. And people end up honestly developing eating disorders because they're scared of food, or they go to the opposite. They starve yourself and then binge eat.
I was performing concerts on an empty stomach. I was losing my voice from purging, and I literally was so emotionally whacked out.
Now, I gotta be honest here. Me and the big guy, we love to eat, and that's why we had to go vegan, because over the years we were gaining year after year, pound after pound.
And we've been vegan for over 3 years now, feeling better than we ever have, always eating until we're full. When I get hungry, when I get a craving, I'm going to the fridge, I'm going to the pantry, I'm finding food, and I'm always eating.
And therefore, I'm always in a better mood because I'm not undercarbed, I'm not stressing about food, and I honestly have lots of energy. It gives me a lot more motivation to work out, improving my health even more.
My workouts are more intense, anything I do is more intense, I have the energy, I can focus and harder on what I'm doing. It's really a performance enhancer, staying this full and having this much energy in your body.
Try to show people that, hey, there's so much more to life when you take care of yourself.
Now, Jay, can we just get away from ourselves for 1 second, because this is so much bigger than us, because while being healthy, you are not killing any more animals or contributing to animal suffering, and you're also taking part in actively making a better planet and an environment for everybody. I mean, that feels so good.
So let me get this straight here, Hank. We're gonna save the animals, save the planet, contribute towards a positive change, and not harm our bodies all at the same time?
I'm saying, just like Demi, this is a triple threat.
Knowing that people look at me as a role model, it gives me the fire and the fuel to continue to be strong.
But don't take our word for it, guys. Please do your own research and see for yourselves, because we know information is power, and if you want more information, please watch these documentaries. They will change your life.
We want Demi to go vegan again and never worried about dieting ever again. If you want her to go vegan, pop a like on this video, comment down below, give her some tips, give her some tricks on how you went vegan and stayed vegan. Subscribe to the channel. We're making vegan videos all the time, guys.
Fruit specials for life and fruit specials for the win.
Even if it feels silly or ridiculous, like telling yourself you're beautifully and wonderfully made, it doesn't matter what other people think of you. Be the best version of yourself.